2023 Subaru Ascent Redesign, rumors, price, release date. The new Subaru Ascent 3-row SUV is a popular choice in America, and we don't expect any major changes for 2023. The Subaru Ascent has launched just a few years ago. It is the Japanese carmaker's latest attempt at a 3-row SUV. Although Ascent isn't our favorite 3-row SUV, it is still a strong participant in the class and a significant improvement on Subaru's previous attempt at a 3-row SUV, the Kia Telluride. New 2023 Subaru Ascent Redesign. Exterior. Ascent has a good selection of standard and optional driver assistance, an intuitive infotainment system, and an interior that feels more premium than some competitors. All-wheel drive is standard on almost all Subarus. Some things are not perfect. It felt smaller than its competitors, Telluride and Hyundai Palisade. Complex engine, with sensitive gas pedals and severe engine damage that requires climbing repairs in other areas. This was a difficult problem to solve without a complete redesign. That is a few years away. The 2023 model year, like today's Ascent, will be more practical and versatile than the design. Big Ascents are distinguished by their strong bumpers and sharp headlights. The back has the same grand plan, which includes a tall greenhouse, a chrome trim connecting the tail lights, and two prominent exhaust outlets. Climbing is a great vehicle in the Subaru range, it's not to be misunderstood. Interior. We hope the interior design of the 2023 Ascent will be the same as the current SUV. The Ascent cabin is functional and attractive, but that doesn't mean it's bad. The dashboard features a unique design that centers around the central console. It has a tiered layout that separates the touchscreen, instrument screen, and HVAC controls. Technology is expected to stay the same through 2023. It features a 6.5-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 4 USB ports, 6 speakers, and a 6-speaker audio system. As options, an 8-inch larger touchscreen, Wi-Fi hotspots, a 14-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, and navigation will be available. Engine. The turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine should continue to produce power. It will still produce 260 horsepower and 277 pounds-feet torque, and it will be paired with a continuously variable automatic transmission. A standard all-wheel drive system transmits power exclusively to all wheels. Subaru EyeSight safety systems are standard for climbing. This suite also includes adaptive cruise control, adaptive emergency braking, forward collision alarms, lane departure alerts, and lane maintenance assistance. This climb has received excellent crash test ratings from NHTSA and IIHS. It was named top safety pick and by the first and a 5-star rating by the last. This score should stay the same for 2023. Specifications. The same phrase that contains the word Subaru will trigger images of Colin McRae tearing through the woods in his Impreza WRX to the sound of turbos spooling and crowds rooting for him. However, turbocharging is not one of those things in the 2023 Subaru Ascent Touring. It's also about reducing pollutants and improving gasoline mileage. All models come with a turbocharged, 2.4-liter tube. This is standard Subaru practice and is focused in a level sum setting. The turbocharged 2.4-liter sum tube produces 260 horsepower and 277 lb-ft of torque. It delivers power to all tires via a continuously diverse transmission, CVT. The torque is lower at the rev range, but it still has a lot more power than the 295 HP Toyota Highlander and Honda Pilot, which have 280 HP each. The 2023 Subaru Ascent Touring is jerky and unpredictable when driving at low speeds and out and about. Despite the torque, there isn't much performance here. Although the pace does not increase with the same concentrations of vim or strength, it is possible to get a lot of sounds out of the CVT by challenging velocity. This is not a great way to drive, and it can be difficult to overtake, even though the road will decide. The USA has two better powertrain options, one with and one without turbochargers. All 2023 Ascent models are identical to their 2023 counterparts, with no modifications. This means that all models of the 2023 Ascent will continue to offer the same deluxe trip comfort and luxury we have come to love. The Ascent is remarkably flexible on rougher surfaces. Although many competitors have developed pavement crawlers that rarely see any debris repair, the Ascent's all-wheel drive and 8.7 inches of soil clearance mean the Ascent can easily traverse pea gravel regularly. Although it's very easy, it is also extremely efficient at filtering out any flaws at all speeds, even 20 inches. Alloy rims. The lack of seam deadening does not mean that the suspensions will isolate you from the outside world. The cabin is flooded by the highway and wind noises, and the CVT creates a disturbing drone that cannot be ignored if the engine is not filled to the maximum. The Ascent can be made on any ground. Body roll is kept to a minimum and the reliable, lightweight directing system is responsive to inputs but not very vulnerable. The brake systems are well recorded and enthusiastic to respond. Although it lacks the playful side of the competition, the Mazda CX-9 will leave drivers feeling a lot more on track using their SUV than the 2023 Subaru Ascent Touring. New 2023 Subaru Ascent price and release date. Even so, the information is a rumor. Although you may not be able to find a used model at a reasonable price, you might be tempted to buy a new one. The base model MSRP is $32,295, but that does not include taxes and inflation. The spot cost is $1,050. You can purchase the premium model for $34,795, while the limited is just below $40,000 at an asking price of $39,595. You can get the top of the range Touring for $46,445.